Before I talk about tonight's scrimmage, probably 20, 30 minutes before the scrimmage, we learned of the news of Aubrey Hill's passing. Um, you know, Aubrey was Cam Harris's coach at Carroll City, a great coach, a great human. That was very difficult news and a very difficult year. That was another very difficult bit of news to hear, and it was tough on Cam Harris. Cam was very emotional and still decided he wanted to play in the scrimmage, but first and foremost, our thoughts are with Aubrey's family, the entire Carroll City community. That's a difficult one. As for the scrimmage itself, I was very pleased with the way that our guys got after it. The tempo of the offense was telling. We were able to run a lot of plays, got a lot of action, and I thought it was highly competitive. I thought both sides made a lot of things happen. But again, I thought Derek King, his ability to make plays, 4 touchdown passes, plays with his feet, really ignited our offense and really got them going.
The young running backs also had a good night. Can you talk a little bit about that?
They did. They both had a great camp, so it just made sense that they'd have a great night tonight. Chaney 11 for 57 and a touchdown. Knighton 10 for 126 and a touchdown. Both guys explosive runs. Chaney with some good hard runs on some short yardage stuff. And both of them had the ability when they got out in the open field to make things happen. They both had a touchdown. So, again, they both had a great camp. It was great to see them get out here. Their first couple carries, a little bit of okay, but once they got comfortable, you could really see their explosion.
How do you think the offense reacted overall to the faster tempo?
Well, what I was pleased with was the operation for a first time out of the scrimmage. Your pre-snap penalties, guys lining up the wrong way, just not knowing what to do. I thought we were outstanding in that. I thought Coach Lashley and the staff did a great job of getting his guys prepared. I'm sure they'll watch the film and realize it can be so much better. But again, just in terms of functioning in a scrimmage setting for the first time out, not having a spring, I was very impressed.
The young linebackers also seemed to play really well. Can you talk a little bit about that unit?
Yeah, actually, I first have to point out Bradley Jennings and Wayman Steed, both coming off injuries, so I thought both made a lot of good things happen. But then when you mention, Brooks Huff and Corey Flagg and Tyreek Austin Cave, Flagg and Cave, they left their mark a few times on some big hits. It's fun. And we've got a great competition at linebacker, not even to mention Zach McLeod. We got a lot of guys that think they can play, and that competition is far from over.
Jalen Phillips and Chance Williams were also in the backfield quite a bit.
Jalen Phillips, and we probably played him for, maybe a little bit over a quarter. I mean, he's relentless off the edge. And just for me standing behind the offense and just watching him and how quick he can move, again, you like to see guys who've had a great week of practice come out on scrimmage day and put it together, and Jalen did. And then you mentioned Cam Williams, really took advantage of his time tonight. I thought was very impressive. Chance Williams did some good things on defense. He had 5 tackles and 2 sacks in his first ever college scrimmage. So again, just that idea of getting guys off the edge, creating havoc, is a big part of our defense, and they really stepped up and played their part.
This team will be back on the field Tuesday at Green Tree. What are you looking after this scrimmage going forward?
Yeah, well, tomorrow we'll watch the film. What I did tell them, we with ACC officials here for the first time, we've had them in training camp. I mentioned our pre-snap penalties were minimal, excellent. Our during the play penalties were almost non-existent, holdings, PIs, things like that. We did have some selfishness after the play. There were 2 or 3 occasions where one that gave the offense a first down when the defense was on the field. So those have to be dealt with harshly, because that's when someone puts their emotions in front of the team. But again, overall, I thought with the penalties, I thought we did a good job, but we'll have to make some certain corrections on the times that we didn't.